What is going on, everybody? We're back with another Million Lords video. So this is the start of the new season. We're gonna go over a few little things in the beginning of this video, and then we're gonna jump right into the Q&A. Alright, so let's grab our rewards. Oh, we didn't make it. Oh my gosh. We didn't make it in the top 25%. So close, 26.6%. Alright. So we got 3 gems. And the only one I'm keeping is the Salvager gem. Okay, cool. I'll re-roll the rest. Nice, let's start. So, oh wow, so right off the bat, these are the 5 neutrals that nobody else can see, that are only visible to me. Nice. So I'm not going to be getting any of those. Okay, cool. We'll go here. We're gonna equip the Salvager gem. Put that. Boom. Update. Okay, and then we're re-rolling the other 2 real quick. Re-roll. Come on, give me Striker. Another Salvager. I'll take that. And then let's re-roll this one. Striker. Perfect. Oh my gosh, that was such good luck. Salvager gem, and then we got a Striker. Let's put it over here. Cool. Alright, what are we at? Oh, not too bad. They changed this. What's this exclamation board? Oh no, I guess that's always been there maybe? I don't know. Looks different. Alright. Okay. So do this. Alright. So yeah, at the start of the season, just remember guys, leave these 5 neutrals, don't touch them until the upgrade event. That way you have easy cities, free levels basically. Let me check, what is this? Is he 200%? No, he's not. Okay, cool. This person is. Nope. 150. Yeah, so we're gonna do the Q&A. Let me close this. I just want to let y'all know, don't get the 5 neutrals that are near your city. Those are free levels, you know. I mean, if you don't struggle in the upgrade event, then go ahead and grab them. But if you find the upgrade event a little tough, then definitely save them for later. And yeah, so let's get right on to this. I'm gonna do some gameplay in the background of just me leveling up and capturing cities and stuff while we do the Q&A. So let's, through the power of YouTube, let's go to 2 times speed. Alrighty. So I may not do 2 times speed because I'm noticing there's a decent bit of questions to answer and I want to go in depth with them. So yeah, but before I start doing the answering questions, I'm just gonna go over a little bit of what I'm doing here. So I made a mistake. Well, first of all, I was looking for a temple that was 200% XP and I couldn't find any, so I was like, forget it. I'm just gonna start going with capturing the level 1 cities until I get to, you know, finish the event, the capture city event. And when I do that, I don't focus on whether the XP timer is up or not. I don't really care because it's just level 1s. It doesn't matter whether it gives me XP or not because they're just level 1s. So it's not a big deal. But I did make a mistake. I forgot to get my neutrals first, and then I'll end up remembering, oh crap, I gotta get neutrals first. So you'll see I'll capture somebody like 5 or 6 cities of somebody else's, or maybe a little bit more, I don't know. And then I start capturing neutrals, and then I go back to players, and then somebody that is 200% takes a temple that's near me. So then I'm like, okay, well now I can suicide into the temple until I'm level 50, which I end up doing that, and I keep capturing level 1 cities. Um, yeah, so that's what's going on in the background, in the gameplay in the background. And I use all my skill points on striker in the beginning, like I usually do, and then I'll go into like a striker recruiter hybrid on my skill points. But yeah, that is it for that, and let's go to the questions. Alrighty, so I don't know whether I should edit the questions. I probably won't edit the questions on the screen because I'm too lazy. But the first question, it'll say, is it possible to get to Diamond as a free-to-play? So I did do a series, a Road to Diamond, free-to-play, completely free-to-play. And I made it to Diamond completely free-to-play. It is possible. Now, to stay in Diamond, it probably is possible if you play a whole lot. Maybe. But I highly doubt it. It'll be like extremely tough. So you would have to do what I've recommended in other videos, will be where you get to Diamond, try to place as high as you can to get, you know, as much Diamond gems as you can, you know, try to get 2 Diamond gems at least, and then you'll get demoted back to Platinum, place as high as you can in Platinum to get as much Platinum gems as you can, go back to Diamond, you know, and keep alternating between the two until you get enough gems, because gems is really where it's at. Until you get enough gems to have good enough stats to stay into Diamond. And definitely try to make it to where when you are in Diamond, your daily rewards will give you the 1 Diamond gem and the 2 Diamond gems. Because if your daily reward for the gems are when you're in Platinum, those gems will be Platinum gems and not Diamond gems. And of course you want Diamond gems over Platinum gems. Alright, how did you make another account than your main with your Road to Diamond? I checked everywhere. So I had another device. My main account is on my phone, and my Road to Diamond account was on my iPad. I believe, pretty sure that if you can't have 2 accounts in the same league. I think that's against the terms, so you could get in big trouble for that. So that's why as soon as my Road to Diamond account made it to Diamond, I deleted it instantly day 1, just so it, you know, because my main account is in Diamond, and I deleted it on the video as soon as the season started. As soon as I woke up, boom, I made a video of me deleting my free-to-play account. Okay. Why do the other players always have more units than me, even if I do not lose any in defense? So, a few factors can go into play here. So their recruiter stat is probably higher than yours. When they attack, if you look at your logs, it'll say like a percent there. That percentage means that the amount of troops that you lost during that attack. So they might have you might have been losing more percentage than they have. You generally want to keep that around 5% of troop loss every time you make an attack. They probably kept it really low. Yours was probably a little higher, or their KP was higher than yours. So when your KP is higher, along with a higher recruiter, your recruiter bonus, the little troop symbol that's on the top left, that's underneath your league. So you see where mine says 17 days and 17 hours, that little 3 little men's with the that icon right there, that's your recruiter bonus. So that's based off your KP times your overall recruiter stats. So that was probably higher than yours. The expeditions, maybe they just got lucky and got better, more troop expeditions there. So a few factors can take into play there. How can rank 1 Bronze League have 8 million KP after 3 to 5 days? basically playing a lot. They either played a lot more than most people, or again their stats was higher, so they were able to make higher level cities and take higher level cities, or you know, but mainly just playing a lot. The more you play, the faster you'll go up in KB. Just as long as you know you're not getting walled all the time and or you know playing just not smart. You know, as long as you're playing okay and you play consistently and a lot, you can raise your KP up pretty high, and even in just one day you can get very high up there. We met in bronze and silver, but I had vacation, so never got to get up with you in diamonds. So wanted to ask you, is it better to start the season with striker full, then switch to training production, or just sticking to the hybrid defense attack skills? So I have been messing around with that a lot. Some seasons I'll go where I'm just getting, as I'm leveling up, as soon as the season starts, I'm just leveling up and putting my skill points on troop production. And then after I'm starting to have to take higher level cities, then I start putting the striker as needed, to keep my troop loss at a minimum. And then I've tried where I do the reverse, where I get a lot of striker first, and then start getting troop production when I get higher in KP. And I feel like that works a lot better, where you get striker first. Typically I'll get my striker to 350 now. It used to be 300, and then I start putting in troop production, and then I'll go back into striker depending on what I need to keep my troop loss at a minimum on each attack. Yeah, so you can just play around with it, or sometimes you can just go full striker and then you can respec after your KP is pretty high. That works too. Yeah, but I do recommend that striker troop production hybrid that I posted in one of my previous videos. It works super good. So it says, Vi, can you do a full diamond gameplay next season? This is kind of late because I'm so late on this Q&A. Just because when I got sick for a really long time, then the hurricane, so I'm like so late on this. So some of these questions are 3 weeks old because of that. But that's what this season's gonna be. This is day 1 of the season. I'm posting a video day 1, and I'm gonna try to post a video every single day of the season. So this is gonna be a full diamond gameplay season this season. Is it good to have 1 gear full gold and 1 gear full troop production, or do I only need one of them? So for your production gear set, I do recommend just going full troop production. I don't recommend going gold production at all, just because you can get gold through a bunch of different ways. So you can get it through your cautious, you can get it through scavenger, you can get it through salvager, as opposed to where troop production you don't get it through, or you don't get a big quantity through different ways, because salvager you can get a huge amount of gold, and this is when people are if people are consistently attacking you, you're walling people or losing cities, however it may be, you're always getting gold. As opposed to troops, you can only get it through, a bunch, I guess you can get it through more ways, but is not as often, if if that makes any sense. So you can get your troops through troop production, through your recruiter, I guess, expeditions, and leveling up. But that doesn't happen as often as losing cities, taking cities, walling people. I feel like that happens more often, so it's easier to build gold in that sense. And also you can get an expedition, I guess. So I definitely recommend always full troop production for your production gear set. Now, if it's like your defense gear set, you know, it's good to always, you know, have a full guardian gear set. It's always good for that, to have that, just so whenever you go to wall people, you switch to full guardian. That way you guarantee that you're gonna wall them and you lose less troops if your defense is way higher. But then I also recommend that you have a cautious gear set as well, to enough to where it raises your cautious to 50% for times that you can't wall people. You know, that way you make more gold back, or the gold that you spent back. Yeah. Let's see. That's the full troop production. Okay. And my question is, what rookie mistake do you find yourself doing the most? Alrighty. So I feel like I feel like it's different every season. 'Cause last season, I kept letting my expedition guy die. And I don't even know why that happened to me. And he kept dying on me. And it was because, you know, it always stops around the 20-something% ish or whatever. But I don't know if you guys have this bug. But I have this bug that when I log in and my expedition guy is done, and, you know, it stops at that 23%, 25, whatever percent it stops on, or health it stops on. It doesn't show none of the rewards that I got. So I have to hit continue, and then they all appear, and then I'll look at them all, and then I tell them to return. You know, and then, you know, I'm pretty sure I could probably just tell them to return, and it'll still give me the stuff despite me not being able to see it because of that glitch. But I like seeing what I'm gonna get before I get it, so I always hit continue, and then sometimes I'll hit continue and I'm looking through everything, and then I may be at work or something, and boom, I get called away right at that time. So I set my phone down and I leave, and by the time I come back, he dies. That happened to me so much last season. So frustrating. So that's pretty, I feel like that's a little rookie mistake. Other mistakes would be, so I don't feel like this is so much rookie mistake, but when I'm sending a demo attack to someone who's pink, you can only send a certain percentage of your troops. You can't send the full amount. So I'll go send a demo attack, and then I'm gonna go continue my normal attacks on someone that's 200%, and I quickly go and send that attack. But when I click to send, it saves the little bar where you slide up and down to send all your troops or half of your troops or whatever. It's not all the way up because I just sent a demo attack. But since I'm impatient and I'm clicking fast, I don't send my full troops sometimes. So I tend to mess up that way and then lose more troops than what I would have. Sometimes I'll still win the attack. Sometimes I basically wall myself type of thing, I guess you could say, because I'm not sending enough troops to take the city. That's another little mistake I make sometimes just because I'm impatient. But I don't consider that one too rookie-ish just because I don't feel like rookies sending demo attacks. Let me think, because that's a good question, man. What rookie? Not paying attention to my watcher time, but I don't consider that too rookie because some rookies don't get the watcher advisor. Because my watchers sometimes it just runs out on me and I forget about purchase a new one. Which happened one season, and that's why I ended up getting demoted back to platinum, because it ran out and I had fell asleep and people just feasted on my cities because normally I put my watcher to go on That way by the time it ends, it's right when the season ends, so no one has a chance to attack me for the last 6 hours. But this time my watcher ran out, and I didn't notice, and I had already fallen asleep, and for 6 hours people just feasted on my cities, and I went back to platinum. That's another mistake, but I don't know if those are rookie mistakes. That's a good one. That's a good question. I may have to answer that one in another video, because I don't know. I can't think of nothing right on the spot. Yeah, but those are mistakes that I make. We'll just leave it with those. Those are mistakes that tend to happen. Pretty common that I make. Alrighty. So that's all the questions that was there. There was another video that had some questions that I didn't answer. Let's see. Okay. Alright, so the other question was about the codes. Some of the codes aren't working, but these are comments that are left in older videos. But I do want to address this one, since this tends to happen on all my code videos. So when I post videos of codes that I get from, watching the dev stream, those codes tend to only last, I think it's 24, maybe 48 hours. They don't last that long, so if the video is more than 2 days old, those codes won't work. As for in the hidden codes video that I did, those were just one-time use codes, so whoever found them first got them, and all of them were found, and I went back to make sure, and yes, sure enough, they were all found. And I don't think I'll do another hidden codes video, just because I got that comment a lot in that video. So I don't think I'll do hidden codes throughout my video, or at least not for one-time use codes. Maybe for like unlimited use codes, then yeah, and then so some people can search around and find if they like it or not, and then if they don't like searching around, then they just read the comments, because I'm sure people just post the codes in a comment. Maybe I'll do it for that, maybe, I'm not too sure. And then another one, this wasn't really a question, this was more just like a comment. Someone said that this game is becoming more pay to win. So the higher in leagues you get, the more pay to win, I guess, players you'll see. But the game is playable and doable completely free to play. You just have to, dedicate, I guess, more time, or it'll become more of, I guess, grindy, maybe, because you need to start trying to grind to get gems, because that's what you'll have to do to get your stats high up. Definitely to place in the top, probably like top 10, 15, maybe even 20, you probably have to spend some money. Other than that, you would have to either just farm those gems, platinum gems and diamond gems, till you get your gear up, and then the more time you play in the game, the higher you'll place. But I don't think the game is pay to win in the sense, it's hard to explain. So I don't feel like you have to pay to play this game, or to have fun in this game, or to enjoy the game. No. I feel like you can do completely free to play and still do very well in the game, still have fun in the game. Yeah, you're not gonna finish number one, because the number one player, or at least in Diamond anyways, you won't finish number one, because the number one players in Diamond, in the top, you probably won't place top 3 at all, just because they do spend a good bit of money to get their stats and gear and all that. But you can definitely finish in the top 50 free to play and have fun. It'll take a while, because you'll have to farm the gems and stuff, but it's doable. I don't think it's not something that's not unattainable. Yeah, because I don't spend too much money on the game. I just spend enough to get my my advisors, because I feel like you do have to have Weapon Master. So I do pay the weekly subscription where you get the Weapon Advisor and is it the Commander? I think it's the Commander. Yeah, so I do that one, the cheaper one. I don't do the $100 one. And then I'll drop like a 20 every now and then just to get some sapphires so I can do a chest opening video for you guys. Other than that, I'll save my sapphires for a couple seasons until I get enough to buy 10 gems, 10 chests, and then I do a chest opening video. Other than that, I don't spend as much as like a lot of people, and I feel like I do decently well. I usually place like in the top 60, but then I don't play as much as people. I don't play every day. Like last season, I think I played one day, and then I went 2-3 days without playing, and I played one day again, and then 2-3 days without playing. I did that throughout the whole season, and finished in the top 26.6%. Didn't finish in that 25, which I'm a little frustrated about, but it's alright. Yeah. So I don't think the game is it's completely pay to win. You can definitely have fun free to play. Okay. And I think that's all the questions there. Yeah. So I think that's all the questions. I definitely I'm gonna post, like I said earlier, I'm gonna post a video, at least one video every day, you know, showing a full diamond season gameplays. And yeah, I do want to thank you guys, because I've seen that even though in my absence through where I was sick for like a week, and then I had that hurricane and I was gone, haven't uploaded in what was it, like 11 days. Y'all still kept getting subscriptions. I do want to thank you all guys for all the comments, likes, the subscriptions. We're almost at that 500 subscription goal. Once we get 500, then I'll be able to do polls and stuff on YouTube, which I'm definitely looking forward to that. And yeah, I'm gonna leave the video here, and I shall see you guys next time. Peace.